Members of the disabled community say they're heartbroken by changes to the Ministry of Disabled People announced today and claim there was a lack of consultation. The government is paring back the ministry and funding for disability support will be handed over to the Ministry of Social Development, labelled by one critic as the cruellest ministry in the country. Political reporter Glenn McConnell has more.
Whaikaha, the Ministry of Disabled People, started just 2 years ago, promising to transform the support and lives of disabled Kiwis. But that promise didn't last long.
We've lost immeasurably today. We lost something that had a vision, it had a purpose, and it had the people with it.
Colleen Brown has a son with Down syndrome and is shocked by what she sees as the government's ongoing lack of consultation with the disabled community.
When you haven't been involved with the review, and you know there's no disabled people as part of it, you're kind of suspecting the worst is going to happen, and the worst did happen.
This morning, Disability Issues Minister Louise Upston confirmed the government will strip back the role of Whaikaha. The Minister of Social Development would take on the $2 billion per year job of funding disability support services. That leaves Whaikaha as a much smaller organisation, but Upston says the change needed to happen.
Numerous risks were identified during the ministry's planning and they were not adequately addressed, leaving it ill-prepared from day one to deliver on promises.
Problems were clear in March when families were blindsided by sudden cuts to respite care. The government called in reviewers who said Whaikaha was failing on almost every metric. It wasn't even paying its bills on time. But supporters of Whaikaha say they pushed for decades to have a department led by and for disabled people.
It won't work if they mould it into MSD. MSD is one of the cruellest ministries in this country.
It is a heartbreaking decision. We thought we were on the right track. We were following the government's strategy called Enabling Good Lives, which gives disabled people the right to choose.
But progress on Enabling Good Lives has been paused, with the government unsure it can afford those services.
This is the biggest blow yet that we have seen to disability communities.
MSD takes over disability support services from October. That is just 2 months for the government to get this right. It cannot repeat the mistakes of March, which saw families blindsided by sudden cuts.